welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Fort Loramie High School for girls varsity basketball action where the Anna Rockets take on the Fort Loramie Redskins. Today's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, Moran's Refrigeration, and First National Bank. Again, welcome to Fort Loramie High School as we get set for the Anna Rockets versus the Fort Loramie Redskins. My name is Greg Burning, my partner, Dave Kanapke. Dave, both these teams had been solid seasons. Anna Rockets come in with a 15-3 record and 11th ranked in the state, and Loramie 18-1 and number 1 ranked in the state.
Yeah, both having really good seasons. Anna's 3 losses have been to West Liberty Salem, Fort Loramie, and Minster. And Fort Loramie's loss has been to West Liberty Salem. Fort Loramie's won 14 in a row. Anna's won 6 of their last 7. Just good, solid teams. Neither team has like a real superstar that scores a lot. Leading scorers for Fort Loramie is Marissa Myron, 11.5. For the Rockets, Lauren Bornhorst at 10. And then both teams have players that are right at 8 and right at 6. Really solid contributions. You can't key on either team. So should be a really good battle for the Shelby County League title, and when they play back in January, that's a pretty good game. Yeah,
Loramie winning that game, 43-35, but as you mentioned, it was a very good game throughout. I think the biggest piece from that is Anna got behind early and really could never catch up. They got to within 6 or 8 a couple different times, but Loramie in the lead really controlled a lot of the game.
Yeah, Loramie got some easy baskets, if I remember right. Anna played great defense, really forced Fort Loramie to shoot from the outside. And Anna could have they were down by 13 at halftime. They could have just gave up on it, but they battled. Got, I think, within 6 late in that game. That was a great one. And this one's for pretty well all the marbles. Whoever wins this are either going to have a tie if Anna can win this, or Fort Loramie's going to win it outright.
Good environment here at Fort Loramie as always. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip here on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Loramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Fellow fans, officials, coaches,
Welcome back to Fort Loramie High School as we get set for our starting lineups. First for the visiting team, the Anna Rockets, coached by Jeff Maurer. They come in at 15-3 on the season.
Number 12, a 5'4" junior.
First started for the Rockets. Number 12, 5'4" guard Michaela Ambus. Number 14, 5'6" senior Bria Cook.
A 5'6" sophomore.
Number 20, 5'6" sophomore guard Ella Dosick.
A 5'10" junior, number 24.
Number 24, 5'10" junior Kip Rowland.
And a 6'2" junior.
And a 6'2" forward Lauren Barhorst. Rounds out the starting five for the Anna Rockets. Now for your home team, the Fort Loramie Redskins, coached by Carla Siegel. Again, 18-1 on the season, number 1 ranked in the state. As they dim the lights and get things going
And
here.
now, for your Fort Loramie Lady Redskins, a 5'5" junior guard, number 12.
Number 12, 5'5" junior guard Kennedy Gephardt.
A 6' sophomore forward, number 22.
Number 22, 6' sophomore forward Kenzie Holscher.
A 5'5" junior guard.
Number 23, 5'5" guard Taylor Rotterman.
Number 30, a 5'11".
Number 30, 5'11" guard Dana Rose.
Number 42.
And playing the post, number 42, 5'8" junior Marissa Myron. Before we get things underway here at Fort Loramie, let's go over our keys to the game.
Okay, first for the Anna Rockets, they need to play a slower tempo. They only play about 6 players, and I'm near the depth that Fort Loramie does. We're going to go 9, 10, or 11 deep, and goes hand in hand. They need to take care of the ball. They don't want to give it up and give it easy baskets in transition and making it up a tempo game that Fort Loramie likes. For Fort Loramie, they want to play good post defense against Barhorse and Roland, kind of the keys to the Anna offense. The other things, they need to hit the three. When they played in the last game, Anna packed it in underneath, and Kennedy Gephardt and Taylor Rotterman combined for 6 threes. They need some outside shooting again today.
Great environment here as we get started at Fort Loramie High School. Barhorst and Holscher up for the tip. The tip won by Fort Loramie. Point guard Dana Rose will settle things in, and as Dave mentioned, the Rockets drop into a zone immediately.
Right away, a top zone, and it's going to cause a turnover to start.
And if you're the Anna, that's exactly what you wanted to see. And we talked about the first meeting between these two teams, and Anna got themselves in a hole most of the ball game and really never caught up. For them here today, I think they're definitely going to have to get a good start and have the lead.
Yeah, they can't
on.
play the quick transition or make quick basket. There's a nice pass.
Good block and recovery there by Fort Loramie, and that is blocked by Taylor Rotterman. Looked like Anna was going to get a free one under the bucket. She recovers nicely defensively.
Yeah, Rotterman giving up a lot of size there on Barhorse with the shot.
Jumper from the foul line, in and out for Myring. It'll go back to Anna.
Good look there by Myron. Myron, the leading scorer in the game here at 11.5 a game.
Loramie brings on full court pressure. You're going to see most of the ball game as they use their depth very well throughout the game.
And they do the high-low post, rolling on the high post, Barhorse usually on the low post. They try to hit Cook on the three, and she was pretty quiet the first time they met.
Yeah, they're probably the best big-to-big tandem in the league. As a jumper from the outside there, no good from Cook. Rebound pulled by Loramie and quickly outletted up to Rose.
Good job by Anna to get back. Fort Loramie will try to push it every time. If they can get a half a step, that's the difference for transition. But it's force them into man-to-man, force them into half court, and as Anna drops to man-to-man.
There's Rotterman out top, guarded by Cook. Over to Myring. Myring going to let the three ball fly, no good. Rebound tipped back in, but on the line from Holscher. The turnover will give it back to Anna.
Myring doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but she had a big three when they beat Miami East last Saturday. They were down by 6 with 10 seconds to go and pulled that out, won in overtime.
That's a heck of a way to come back and win a ball game. As Anna trying to get things going here, no score so far. 6 minutes to go in quarter number 1 from Fort Loramie High School. This is Ambus working on Rotterman. Swung back out top to Dosick.
Fort Laramie's always plays that solid half court. Anna's got to take advantage of any good open look that they did like that.
And Ambus knocks down the long two, as the official said she's on the line, but gets the Rockets on the board and, more importantly, in the lead.
Yes. Like we mentioned, they can get the lead here. They're a little bit of an underdog here, and underdogs usually need to take the lead to start.
Back out top, Dana Rose shot is blocked by Dosick, fought for and scooped back up by Rose. Deep three ball there. Shot by Rodman. Rose with the rebound, no good. So multiple opportunities come up empty for Fort Laramie. Anna dodges a bullet there, comes away with the 2-point lead.
Yeah, some opportunities went by the boards for Fort Laramie. I like the half-court offense of Anna so far. They're patient, but they seem like everything's with a purpose. Every cut, every pass is with a purpose.
High-low pass inside to Barhorse. Off-balance shot, no good. Quickly outletted ahead to Myring for Fort Laramie. Myring looking to work past Roland. Roland, a nice defender as well for the Rockets. Swung over Gephardt. Gephardt, good pass inside to Myring, up and in.
I was just going to say, they haven't really been able to get it underneath there, but there was a good one there to Myring who puts it away.
Full court D here again, almost stolen by Myring. Anna gonna have to work to get it across. Dosick quickly puts on the Jets and gets it across, no problem. Back out top, Dosick looking to reset for Anna. Yeah, we haven't seen that high-low yet from Roland to Barhorst. There's been an opportunity. I think Laramie is well aware of it as they have defended it here early on. There's a nice screen and roll to Barhorst. Dosick to Barhorst, 4-2.
Yeah, nice pick and roll there. Barhorst off the glass for the 2-point lead by Anna.
But you said it early, Dave. Anna's offense in half court, patient and sound.
And they play a very good half-court defense. Other than that last shot by Myron, they haven't got underneath, but they get the Holscher again.
Good opportunity there to Holscher. She can't get it. Coming out of the pile quickly is Ambus for the Rockets. Looking to take it the distance, runs out of real estate. Hits the bottom of the iron. Rebound pulled away by Myron for the Redskins. Quickly back the other way, pulls up for the jumper, no good. Rebound tipped around and pulled away. Michaela Ambus has been busy on the glass here early on for Anna.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job. She got a little bit out of control when she tried to go the fast break there, but got another big rebound. She sets the offense.
Quick trap out top on Cook is tipped and deflected by Holscher. Nice pass ahead to Gephardt, and she'll take the easy two.
This is what Fort Laramie does. They get the tip, and there's another steal.
And the tempo has just really sped up here in the last 30 seconds or so for Laramie. Jumper by Gephardt, in and out. Myring back out top. Rose swings it. Rodman foot on the three-point line, knocks it down. That's called a three.
Yeah, I thought she had a foot on the line too, but the official right away marked a three and a quick 5-0 run here by Laramie.
And you mentioned the tempo. It has just went dramatically for Fort Laramie here in the last 30 seconds to a minute. Anna trying to slow it down, cannot. Turn the ball over again. Holscher quickly advances ahead to Gephardt. Gephardt tries to take the distance and is fouled by Roland.
And that's what Fort Laramie does so well. They speed it up. They're able to get tips or flat out steals, and all of a sudden you're playing at a faster pace than what Anna wants to. We'll have Gephardt, check that, yeah, Kennedy Gephardt on the line to shoot two.
First one by Gephardt is good. As a host of substitutions enter the ball game. 3 for Fort Laramie. Number 21, Ava Schultes checks in. Number 31, Jaden Putoff. And I missed the last one. I want to say it's number 11, Caitlin Gasson.
Putoff had a big game in their last game against St. Henry. She had 14 points off the bench to lead the Skins.
And also coming in for the Anna Rockets, number 32, Mary Landis. And Laramie has now jumped on top 9-4 after trailing 4-2. Have quickly scored 7 in a row.
Laramie kind of switched up their little trap, and that's flustered Anna. Need to get back to their sets, maybe get Cook open. Cook's out right now. Get to the underneath.
They swing the ball around the perimeter. Here is Ambus in the far corner. Gasson working to pick her up, draws the foul. Just the first team foul for Fort Laramie. One foul called so far against the Rockets as well.
Yeah, we talk about the Anna defense. Fort Laramie playing Great defense. They've only had 3 teams all year score more than 35 points in a game.
Inbounds deflected and handled by Barhorse. Here is Roland out top, resetting things for the Rockets. Kick out to Mary Landis. And back out top, resetting is Ambus. Loramie doing a nice job guarding Barhorse in the post.
Yeah, he did a good job there. Is Ambus putting up a shot.
Ambus works on her second deep shot. Can't get it to go, but a nice job there by Mary Landis, giving the Rockets a second opportunity. Double team out top on Roland and finally called a jump ball.
A little surprised they didn't call a quick timeout there to keep it, but they had the possession. Oh no, the possession arrow is for Fort Loramie. I don't know. Now they say it the other way. All the kids think it's the opposite way, so it doesn't hurt them. Not really a turnover there. I think it's really important for Anna to score here. You want to keep. You don't want Fort Loramie to get that momentum early in the game. They already got a 5-point lead.
Loramie staying in the man-to-man. Kicked out top to Roland. Now over to Ambus. Really no opportunities. Laramie's defense has been on every pass as that one is thrown out of bounds. We'll give it back to Fort Loramie.
Talk about one of the keys for Fort Loramie is good post defense. And Barhorse had a couple looks early, but Roland hasn't. And not just post defense, they're playing all around good defense.
Loramie back on the offensive side. Extra step taken there from Schultes. Will turn it over and give it back to the Rockets. Minute 5 left to go here in quarter number 1 at Fort Loramie. If you're just joining us, two very well played or good basketball teams here, fighting for a Shelby County title.
Fort Loramie undefeated in the league. Anna only with 1 loss, and Anna will have to take a timeout.
We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie. Just under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Dave, the Rockets started out solid here in the ball game. We're out to a 4-2 advantage. It's been all Fort Loramie ever since.
Yes, Anna was, I think, playing better half-court offense than what Fort Loramie was, but Loramie did what Loramie does and got a lot of quick steals and quick baskets on this 7-0 run.
There's Dosick, swings it over to Barhorse, right through the hands, and another turnover is going to give it back to Fort Loramie.
Starting to see a little frustration set in for Anna. They need to fight through here. Maybe can get a turnover on the defensive side.
Myron will check back in, as well as Kennedy Gephardt for Fort Loramie. And we'll see a lot of that as the ball game goes on. Loramie very deep. And we'll keep fresh bodies on the floor to keep allowing pressure. Good entry inside to Myron, and she's picked up by Barhorse. Gephardt 3-ball, got it.
Gephardt already with 7 points. Good kick out from inside-out offense there.
And if Laramie's knocking down threes, it's going to be a long day because their defense all the way around the court is very solid. And there's another errant pass, and the defensive pressure turns it over again for the Anna Rockets.
Yeah, Fort Loramie on the season shooting 35% on their threes, better than I would have expected. They've hit 78, so that's probably around 4 a game, which is yeah, if they put that together, they're really rolling. And it's Gephardt.
Gephardt is feeling it as she knocks down back-to-back threes to end quarter number 1. Loramie 15, Anna 4. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie as we get started with quarter number 2. My name is Greg Burning, my partner Dave Kanapke. Dave, the first quarter started out well for Anna. It ended in a big way for Fort Loramie.
Yeah, it turned on. There was two quick baskets there that were on turnovers, and they rolled from there. Kenny Gephardt on a huge first quarter with 10 points.
Gephardt with the ball right now, turned away by Ambus. Now back out top, here's Dana Rose. Loramie running through their man off. It's kind of surprised Dana didn't go back to the zone. They played zone the first couple possessions of the game and did real well. And ever since, they've been in the man. So it'll be interesting to see if they switch back to that at some point. There's a extra step taken by Taylor Rodman. Turnover will give it back to Anna.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, the first time they played a bit of zone.
They did.
And switched to that. And right now, they need a basket. They need something on offense. They got to really work hard against this Fort Loramie defense. And
Kenzie Holscher checks back in for Fort Loramie. Full court D. Again here by the Redskins. Cook is it back to, and Ambus needs to get it across the timeline, and she does not. And Anna had fallen asleep there a little bit.
Yeah, they kind of relaxed, thought, okay, we broke the pressure, and then instead of realizing, got to have that clock in your head that, hey, I don't have much time here, and another turnover. Already 7 turnovers. Anna's only had 7 shots so far compared to 13 for Fort Loramie.
Anna's still staying in the man. And a nice defense inside there. Bria Cook with the help on Dana Rose causes the jump ball, and then we'll give it back to the Rockets.
Nice help defense there by Cook. Again, got to break the pressure here.
Triggered again against looks like a diamond press by Fort Loramie. Reversing it back, get it up half court to Dosek. Dosek swings it down inside to Barhorst, and they'll bring it back out. So Anna breaks the defense, but really doesn't get anything from it other than Loramie making them use some extra time.
Yeah, you got to make it hurt a little bit.
Right.
If they had a 2-on-1 for just a little bit there, if they could have taken it and got a basket on there. And
so Anna with the offense, looking to get it back inside. They swing it around the perimeter. Barhorst working inside against the point guard, ironically enough. Dana Rhodes plays the point for Fort Loramie, but is a post defender on offense. It's nice when you got a 5'10" point guard.
Yeah, her and Holscher can handle the ball and they can play in the post. That not very many teams can do that.
Here's Cook trying to find some space against Myring. Again, Loramie defense has been on every pass. Dosek here trying to get around Gephardt.
I don't think Dosek's been able to attempt a shot. Roland hasn't either.
Roland entry, nice pass inside to Barhorst, up for 2. Good patience by Anna. They got what they wanted there, which was a good seal by Barhorst and the basket.
Roland gets a lot of assists from a high post. He hit right in stride while she was moving. It was an easy basket for Barhorst.
Anna still in the man. Myron going to let the 3 ball go. It's off the mark. Rebound out of bounds off of Loramie, and also foul called against number 22, Holscher.
Just her first foul. Only 2 fouls for Fort Loramie, only 1 for Anna.
Macy Imwally and also number 11, Caitlin Gasson will check back in for Fort Loramie. Again, full court D. Anna does a much better job there. Wide open Barhorst for 2. So back-to-back good possessions for the Rockets. Cut the lead to 7.
Yeah, and if you do that, that makes it is an easy points there. And
well, then it backs the defense off if you do it enough times.
Yep.
So Anna still matched up. Gasson out top, swings it out to Rose. Rose thought about the 3, swings it back to Gasson, trying to get it inside to Holscher. She swings it. Macy Imwally, 3 ball, nails it.
Big basket there by Imwally. Gave that a 2 on that, a long 2, but it's not as easy to come off the bench cold like that and hit your first shot like Imwally did there.
Roland drives through the lane, draws the foul. I believe that was on 22. That's Kenzie Holscher.
Team third.
I think they gave it on Myring, I think.
I think you're right. Thank you.
So that's just the first foul on Myring.
Yeah, 42, not 22. Loramie's third team foul. Anna finally triggers it in. Berea Cook on her open three is well short. Landis with the save, picked up by Fort Loramie. Holscher ahead to Gasson. And now pulled back out top. Imwally going to try another three and in again. Sorry, the last one was a two, so she back-to-back deep ones there by Imwally. And just like that, Loramie back up by 12.
2 for 2 are already at her average of 4.9, and a big lift for the Redskins.
Landis drives the lane, blocked by Imwally. And she pulls down the rebound as well. Macy Imwally padding the stats here early in second quarter. Holscher jump shot, no good. Rose goes up for the board, back out top to Gasson, three ball off the mark, and finally pulled away by the Rockets. 4:20 left to go in our first half as Roland, the intended passer or receiver on that play, easily picked off as Roland had no idea it was even coming.
Yeah, I think it was a good idea for Dosick, but just got to realize if the teammate's ready for it.
Loramie outside shot, no good. Holscher on the rebound though, fouled, as she will go to the line for a pair.
Fort Loramie's already attempted 10 three-pointers already. A lot more than normal. We're going to have a timeout on the floor.
So a timeout taken by the Rockets. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie. Exactly 4 minutes left to go in this first half, and a big 4 minutes it will be for Anna as they trail by 12.
Yeah, they had a brief spurt there. They had a 4-0 run there. Barhorse had a couple baskets, but a couple big baskets by Imwally. She has all 5 points of this quarter for Fort Loramie before that Holscher free throw.
Kenzie Holscher knocks down the pair, and the lead up to 14, the largest of the ball game. Ambus goes into trouble there. It's picked off by Gasson. Gasson will go right to the bucket and draw the foul.
Gasson with the take.
Have to know when you're going against that press where you don't want to be. And those sideline areas right at half court, both trap areas, Loramie picks up on it quickly.
And you have all different sizes that you have to contend. You have the tall, long arms, and then you have the scrappy little Caitlin Gasson comes up with a steal, misses the first free throw.
Taylor Rodman will check back in for Fort Loramie.
Fort Loramie, an excellent free throw shooting team, 72%.
Second one by Gasson is good. Again, full court D, trapping right away. Get over top to Ambus. Coach Siegel trying to get her team across this. Again, almost caught Anna. They fell asleep on that press again. Defense backed up a little bit, and Ambus, thinking she's in the clear, forgets she has to get across that half-court line in 10 seconds or less.
I always feel like you need to attack a press. You can't, if you play passive, that you're working into their way. If you attack it, that when there's an open, you go for it.
Here's Roland out top. Reset by Ambus. Anna looking to get their offense going against that scrappy Fort Loramie D.
Our Horse has 6 of their 8 points. Nobody really has consistently gotten any shots off besides Lauren Barhorst.
Ambus tried to run a screen and roll with Roland. The ball is tipped by Schultes and stolen for Fort Laramie.
10 turnovers now for Anna.
Laramie pulls things back out, reset. Roderman wheels into the lane, can't get the shot to go, but draws the foul.
Nice job there by Roderman as she got just enough spacing there with that spin move, got her lane to the basket. She's shooting 2. Roderman on the season, 82% foul shooter, averages just under 7 points a game.
First one by Roderman is good. And Dana Rose will check back in for Fort Laramie.
No seniors on this Fort Laramie team, but Roderman and Gephardt and Myring are the 3 juniors that this is their 3rd year on varsity, so they have the most experience.
Roderman knocks down the second one as well. Laramie lead grows to 17. As Dosek wheels through the defense, that shot blocked from Barhorst and pulled down by Schultes. A one and done at most on the offensive side here as of late for the Rockets. Laramie has dominated this second quarter.
And they're playing very good on both ends of the court.
Schultes with the head fake, nice read and feed over to number 31, Jaden Putoff. I feel like we don't do time of possession in basketball, but if we did, it'd be really lopsided right now as you see the great entry by Fort Laramie.
Nice play by Schultes there. She read the double team that was coming her way, found Putoff across the lane. Nice unselfish play. Putoff now shooting 2.
First one by Putoff off the mark.
Putoff averages 4.1. The last game on Tuesday against St. Henry, she led the team with 14 points off the bench.
Second one is good by Putoff, giving Laramie the opportunity to set up their full court D. Swung over to Dosek. This is what you were talking about, Dave. Attack and a nice feed to Barhorst. Up and in.
Dosek got the 2-on-1 there and fed Barhorst. You're not going to get those opportunities very often, so you got to make hay while the sun shines, if you will. We could use some sunshine.
That's right. A little less snow and a lot more sun. Laramie back on the offensive attack here. Anna still in a man-to-man. 3 ball on its way from Roderman. She knocks it down.
Gephardt had a couple threes early, and Imwale had a 3 early this quarter, and now Roderman is. The depth on this Fort Laramie team inside now is just amazing.
Laramie's lead grows back to 19. And that one almost stolen by Gasson. Dosek, we haven't heard much of her on the offensive end here today. Landis passes on the shot, gets over to Roland. Roland, I think that was her first shot of the ball game, and she knocks it down.
First one, a pretty good offensive weapon, averages 7 points a game, her first 2 points.
Minute 25 left to go in first half. 3 ball on its way from Jaden Putoff, and it's all rolling for Fort Laramie, and they are now up by 20.
We talked about one of the keys was to hit some threes. They must have been listening.
Some, that's right. They took notes and are delivering.
Already it's 6 threes that they've hit.
Dosek back out top to Landis. And a foul picked up there by Fort Laramie.
Landis showing a little bit of frustration as you and I would do the same way. You're trying to dribble through there and it's just hands all over the place. And Fort Laramie does a great job of tipping balls, getting hands in there without getting called on touch fouls or reach fouls. There's certain, they have good techniques to do that, and they really do.
Number 20, Corinne Heitkamp checks in for the Redskins as Anna keys it in underneath their own basket with exactly a minute to go in the first half.
With Heitkamp in the game now, 11 Redskins have been in the game.
Like an extra step taken there by Dosek. Again, the Laramie defense overwhelming. Turnover gives it back to Fort Laramie with just under a minute remaining in our first half.
They're playing 11 players on varsity. JV is undefeated as well under Coach Phil Barhorst. And just a lot of talent.
And no seniors.
And they'll all be back next year.
Here is Holscher. That one off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Myring, no good. And finally cleared by Barhorst for the Rockets.
I'd like to go to a Laramie practice. That'd be some pretty good basketball. Just to see 2 first team, second team play.
That one tipped out of bounds. We'll stay with Anna. Looking over to Coach Maurer for out of bounds play. Finally, it's triggered out top to Ambus. And has really struggled here in the half court as Roland drives the lane off the glass, no good. Hard enough time just to get a shot off, let alone make it against this very impressive Fort Loramie D. Holscher drives the baseline and scores.
Great body control there by Holscher. She had to drive a pull up.
Remaining 5 seconds here in the first half. Dosick with the ball down to 2. Step back 3 off the mark. Barhorse shot is up and in, but after the buzzer, first half in the books. Fort Loramie 34, Anna 12. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie. We are at halftime where the Fort Loramie Redskins have a 34-12 lead over the Anna Rockets. Here with our first half stats, Mr. Dave Knapke.
Thanks, Greg. As you look at the team numbers there, a couple of things jump off. Field goals, Fort Loramie's getting many more shots, 9 more shots than what Anna is, and should have a high percentage. The threes are the big thing. 6 of 12 for Fort Loramie. They've got to the free throw line, 8 of 10. Anna has yet to get to the free throw line. Dominating the rebounds and the turnovers has led to a lot of easy baskets. It's really set the tempo of this game. Look at some of the individual scoring. Kenny Gephardt leads everybody with 11 points. Taylor Ratterman with 8 points. Macy Imwall a big 5 points off the bench. Jaden Putoff 4 points off the bench. Kenzie Holscher with 4. Marissa Myron with 2. Anna, just 3 players scored. Barhorse with 8, Roland and Ambus with 2. Fort Loramie's depth is just amazing. Their top 2 scorers, that's Myron and Rose, only scored 2 points, and yet they score 34. That just shows you there's just so much balance offensively and defensively, and other than about the first couple 2-3 minutes that Anna was controlling, it's been Fort Loramie's ball game since.
No doubt the Redskins commanding the first 2 quarters as we get set for quarter number 3 here. The Rockets looking to rebound. Will start the third quarter much like they did the first in the zone.
The other time it was like a 3-2 zone. Now it's 2-3 this time.
Here is a deep 3 ball off the mark from Rodman. Rose goes up to the board, kicks it out to Holscher, who knocks down the jumper.
Holscher with the jump shot.
Loramie backs off their press here a little bit. And Dosick will walk it across for the Rockets. And has really struggled here in the half court. As Loramie's defense has been very impressive here so far. Roland open 3 ball off the mark. Ball falls untouched and scooped up by Dosick. The Rockets going to get another opportunity.
Yeah, see what kind of adjustments they make from their half court offense out of the locker room.
Dosick thought about the 3, instead gets it over to Cook. Cook, the leading 3-point shooter for the Rockets. Roland swings it back out top to Cook to reset. Looking for a screen, gets it back to Roland. Barhorst 1-on-1 inside to Holscher, swings it way outside to Rowland. Almost out of the long stretched hands. Rowland with a nice drive, draws the foul.
Blocking fouls. Rowland getting more active in the offense. She'll shoot 2. Rowland on this season, 6.8 a game.
So Rowland will step to the line for a pair. Trying to get her Anna Rockets on a roll here in the second half. First one rattles out.
If Fort Loramie wins this game, they clinch the Shelby County League. If Anna wins, it'll be a tie. 17 of the last 18 years, counting this year, either Anna or Fort Loramie has won or shared it. That's amazing.
It's a good stat, Dave, as the second free throw drops for Rowland. Loramie quickly gets it across half court. Anna stays in the 2-3. Rodman over to Meyering. Back out top. Rose. Gephardt, who had the hot hand, as Dave mentioned, in the first half. Here's Holscher knifing through the defense, draws the foul.
Kenzie Holscher's really been more active about the last quarter. He's got a lot of those moves inside. He's had some nice pull-up jumpers. She draws a foul there.
Foul is on Cook. That's her second
foul on Bria Cook.
They're working around to Rodman off the out of bounds. 3 ball rattles home.
Betterman from outside.
We saw them early in this year, and I didn't think their 3 shooting, their guards were that good, but either I was totally wrong or they've really improved that, as Gephardt and Holscher's come up big, or Gephardt and Roderman's come up big with their 3s.
Anna back on the attack, trying to work around the defense's Cook. Might have got away with the carry. Gets it back out to Rowland. Rowland, nice pass inside to Barrow. Shot no good. Rebounded by Kennedy. Gephardt quickly gets it ahead to Roderman. Gephardt, good entry into Meyering, is tipped away and stolen by Anna.
Nice defensive play there by Lauren Barhorst.
Rowland back out top. Ambus swings it over to Cook. Open 3, short. Rebound tipped around and picked up by Roderman for the Redskins. Just over 5.5 left to go here, quarter number 3. Nice steal there by the Rockets. Ambus, full head of steam, going to go right at the Loramie defense. Thinks twice about it. And a jump ball is called.
There's a quick jump ball there.
Yeah, so I was just saying, I didn't even realize there were 2 people holding the ball there.
She was in a bad spot there. She got the steal, but 3 Fort Loramie girls caught up with her, and fortunately for Anna, they get the ball in the alternate possession.
Cook looking to trigger it in, throws it into nowhere, and the Loramie Redskins pick it off. Schultes pass inside to Roderman, off the glass and in. Well, you better not make too many mistakes against this Loramie D, because if you do, that's usually what happens. They quickly gather and go score at the other end.
Yeah, and Roderman did a nice job of doing the ball fake, let the defender go by, knock it in. She has 13 on the night, or afternoon, I should say.
Back out top to Ambus. Swung back to Rowland, who gets it inside to Barhorst, off the glass and in.
Barhorst now in double figures with 10.
Yeah, 10 of the 15 points for the Rockets scored by Barhorst. She's really the only one offensively that's gotten anything going here this afternoon for Anna. Quick pass inside to Holscher. Nice gather over the defense and scores. Tough shot by Kenzie Holscher.
Nice quick pass there. I think it was by Roderman. As they just saw a little bit of opening in the zone. She went for it. Aggressive pass there. And Holscher gets a nice basket. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Number 33, Macy Imwally, will check back in for the Redskins. And also number 11, Caitlin Gasson. The free throw is off the mark. Schultes fights for the rebound for Fort Loramie. Holscher, kick out. Gasson jumper, off the mark. Rebounded by Dosek. And then loose on the floor. It's tied up by Gasson and Ambus. Alternate possession will give it back to Fort Loramie.
That alternate possession, that makes the turnover 13 turnovers for Anna, only 5 for Fort Loramie.
Gasson calls out the offense. Anna goes back to the man-to-man. Imwally thought about the 3. Spin move inside by Holscher, shot off the mark. Good defense there, I believe it was by Dosek.
Got a hand on the shot.
And a good pass inside. Landis, who just checked back in the ball game, a little frustrated off that shot, will commit the foul.
Seems several times this game, when Anna does get a look, they rush their shot just a little bit. They don't take that little half second to be squared up a little bit more or take a little bit off of it. And it's just a credit to the Fort Loramie team, Fort Loramie defense speeding them up.
Dana Rose and Corinne Heitkamp will check back in for Fort Loramie. 3:45 left to go in the third quarter. Rose fakes the three, gets it back to Heitkamp. Trying to get inside to Schultes. Good defense inside there by Loramie. Three ball, Kennedy Gephardt again in the hole.
Loramie now up to 8 threes, and I think you said something about it. If they hit the threes, it ain't fair.
They are a lot to handle if they're knocking down three-pointers, and they have been here this afternoon as their lead grows to 31 against Anna. Landis, nice ball fake. Recovery, though, by M. Wally. I think that's the most impressive. No matter who they put out there, they're defending very well.
Yes.
No easy looks. Everything is rushed. And like you said, if you get an opening, you feel like it's an opportunity, so you take a quick shot.
And it's easy for us to say, you know, take that a little extra, don't rush your shot. But we're not the ones on the floor facing this in your face and trying to do something to get a shot off.
Rolling with the jumper, is able to knock it down.
She did a nice job of squaring, getting square to the basket. To the basket, she has 5.
Loramie back on offense. This is Corinne Heitkamp trying to get it inside to Schultes. Rose now back over to Gephardt. Over to Imwally in the far corner. Quick inside pass to Rose. Imwally open for 3, off the mark. Schultes skies for the board, kicks it out top. Corinne Heitkamp shot off the mark, and Imwally able to track it down.
Post players for Fort Loramie are very good at kicking it out to the open threes. It's usually how the threes work the best if you go inside out. I'd love to know what the percentage is on an inside out where you're kicking it out to a three where they're stepping into it compared to just from the side you have to shoot it.
Couple substitutions for the Anna Rockets. Number 22, Lily Toller, and also I missed the other one.
I think Bria Cook's back in the game.
Bria
number
Cook,
14.
thank you, Dave. As Loramie resets with just under 2 minutes left to go in the third. This is M. Wally. We spent a lot of time again on the offensive side for Fort Loramie. M. Wally. Loramie patiently working it around. Myring, who just checked back in for Fort Loramie.
And it's been playing this zone the whole quarter. It's slowed Fort Loramie down some, and they're playing a decent amount, but they're playing an active offense against the zone as Rose drains it.
Little jumper from the elbows, the first bucket for Dana Rose of the afternoon. Gambus brings it across against a good defender in Gephardt. Cook trying to get a screen, a high roll there with Rowland. Good defense again by Fort Loramie. Rowland and Myring. Back out top to Cook. Swung, Landis open for 3, lets it fly, no good. Rebound tracked down by Corinne Heitkamp and quickly pushed ahead. Gephardt, full head of steam, draws the foul.
Loramie does such a good job of every possession. They're pushing it forward. They're getting the outlet pass. If they can get a half a step, that can be the difference between a basket and not. And it wears out the opponent, and you're not going to wear out Fort Loramie when they're playing 11 players consistently.
But a lot of them are ball handlers. That helps too, right? Like Corinne Heitkamp got the rebound on the last possession, so it's immediate. You don't have to outlet it. She can take it up the floor and look for that extra pass as they inbounds it. Here is Heitkamp with the 3, and she knocks it down.
Heitkamp, just a sophomore. She becomes, I think, the 5th different player to hit a 3 today.
As Loramie continues to grow that lead, the final 25 seconds here of the third quarter. Cook has struggled to get an open look here for the afternoon. Gets it over to Ambus.
Only
Ambus is fouled on her way to the basket.
only the second foul this half on Fort Loramie as Marissa Myring checks back into the lineup.
"15 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. Cook tries to trigger it in, finally gets it into Landis. Landis will drive against Roderman. Good defense from Fort Loramie. Shot missed. With 5 seconds remaining, here's Heitkamp. Quickly gets it up to Holscher. Holscher, good pass through Myring. Ball is loose and out of bounds, and that's how the third quarter will end. Fort Loramie 51, Anna 17. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us! For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Redskins have been impressive throughout as they continue to grow that lead.
You know, Fort Loramie had to be considered the favorite, especially on their home floor in this game, but I never expected this point spread like this.
No, it was a good ball game, as you mentioned. They played at Anna the first time, and Anna hung with them the whole time. I believe it was an 8-point victory for Fort Loramie. Did not expect this, and they have dominated every phase of this game thus far as Roderman is fouled on the rebound.
But when you go 9 of 17 on your threes, as Fort Loramie has done with 5 different players hitting threes, it just opens everything else up.
Heitkamp will walk it across half court for Fort Loramie. Anna matches up man-to-man. As number 44, Lena Rowland checked into the ball game here in the fourth quarter for the Rockets for the first time. Shot off the mark. Dosek over here to Cook, right in front of us. Back out top to Toller. There's Rowland. As that one is knocked out of bounds off of Fort Loramie, it'll stay with Anna.
Caitlin Gasson checks in the lineup, number 11, and number 21, freshman Ava Scholtes. Gasson just a sophomore.
Aaron pass there by Anna, goes across half court. That's okay, out of bounds, but that one tipped away from stolen by Gasson. Nice hesitation by Roderman. Can't get the little runner to go. A great little individual move. She steals it back, but travels.
A little turnover for turnover action there.
Substitution for Anna, number 12, Michaela Ambus will check back in. And Ambus will walk it up. Just under 7 minutes remaining in our ball game. The number 11 ranked team against number 1. Number 1 has, the Fort Loramie Redskins have definitely flexed their muscle during this ball game. Three-pointer by Cook, way off the mark. Holscher comes down with the board for Fort Loramie.
Good thing they're in 2 different divisions. Anna's
right.
in 3, Fort Loramie's in 4. And if you're Anna, you're saying I have to see them again this year. Fort Loramie, it's always good to go in tournaments, see some different faces as well.
Loramie swings it around the perimeter, get it inside now to Holscher. Kick out and around to the far side. Loramie being patient as they are in no hurry. Trying to get a good look inside. A nice kick out there to Gasson. Jumper by Myring off the mark. Rebound fought for, and over the top foul called against Scholtes.
Talking about these teams don't have to face each other. They have the tournament draw tomorrow. Fort Loramie, I'm sure, will be the #1 seed. I imagine Anna will have a pretty high seed. They're in with like Versailles and Miami East, and also West Liberty Salem, a team that's beat both these teams this year. But Anna should have a very good seed. They've only lost 4 games. They've had a nice season. It just hasn't gone their way. They'll be out of the Covington sectional. Fort Loramie will be out of the Sydney sectional. So we'll check our schedules. As usual, we'll try to get as many tournament games in as we can.
Roland loses the handle there. Loramie with the steal. They quickly get it up the court. Reversed over. Dana Rose 3-ball. Back iron, no good. Rebound fought for, come down, gathered by Gasson. And she's very scrappy, you mentioned before, Dave, and gets the offensive board, and will get a chance at 2 free throws here to see the replay.
Smallest player on the floor. She's scrappy. She fights for it, ends up with it. Game comes tonight. She's just the smallest height and probably weight as well, and hits the first. And that's her first point, but she's contributed in a lot of ways besides that. She does a nice job. She comes off the bench. She runs the point when she comes in, gives Rose a break, and you get a different look in there, the smaller point guard.
Second one off the mark. And she picks up Ambus full court, if nothing else, as you mentioned. That part alone, their defense is very solid. Ambus finally gets it over to Landis. 5 minutes remaining in our ball game. Cook now over to Ambus. Roland, pump fake against Rose. Swung back over to Ambus. Not a lot going here so far for Anna, trying to get something in the paint. And Loramie has forced them out most of this possession. Finally get it out to Ambus, over to Landis. Back out top, almost stolen by Schultes, and she will draw the foul. Well, I got him, and I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com. Wagner's IGA, servicing communities for over 95 years. Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door. Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. PSG Automotive Outfitters, Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schruderman Pharmacy, pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapak. New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Minster Dental Care, and Francis Furniture. That 3-ball is off the mark for Anna, and tie up there. We'll give it back, I believe, to Fort Loramie.
I'd like to thank those sponsors for letting us watch a lot of good basketball games, and a lot of those same sponsors will be on the tournament trail as well. As on Tuesday, we'll have Anna's next game as they travel to Lehman.
4 minutes to go. Loramie has been in control throughout. A nice pass inside there goes to Corinne Heitkamp. And a nice little outside-inside action. Loramie gets easy too.
Heitkamp, a 5'6" sophomore. She's had some time on JV, but she's a good offensive player. She really looks for a shot. She moves well, and now she comes up with a steal.
She'll push it ahead to Schultes. Nice spin move in the lane. Kick out. 3-ball by Putoff is good. And in case you missed that today, Loramie can shoot the 3 a little bit.
We're now in double figures on that. Well, now we're 10.
And they have been red hot here this afternoon as they now lead by 40. 3:15 remaining. Anna still trying to get that offense flow and trying to take something away from this game, get a couple possessions here as they work it around the perimeter. Here is Landis.
Trying to build something positive. They got 2 more games. They got Lehman on Tuesday. They got Middletown Madison next Saturday, and then they're going to tournament play. And
Riley Heitkamp checks in for Caitlin Gasson.
Gasson will check out for Loramie. Number 10, Riley Heitkamp will check in.
There's 10 threes, 3 by Gephardt, 3 by Rotterman, 2 by Putoff, 1 by Imwally, and 1 by Heitkamp. 5 different players.
And if they get up around the 56, 57, or 60 scoring, it's going to be a long day for somebody because their defense is not going to allow anything close to that.
on average, they only give up 31 points a game. And they only have had 3 times where a team's gotten over 40. And the type of schedule that Fort Loramie plays,
right.
They travel near and far. They play a lot of MAC schools. I think they play 6 of them. They play West Liberty Salem, play Miami East, and they'll take on anybody. And they have just gotten better and better as the season's gone on, and just what Coach Siegel likes to see.
They work it around the offense here, around the outside. Very patient. A little body contact there. Ball comes loose and stolen by Anna. Rolling with a full head of steam. Will go right down the lane and I believe draw the foul.
Talked about having some tournament games. We like to have a lot of tournament games. That means our teams have gotten pretty far. Last year, Anna got to the district final. They lost to Williamsburg. Of course, they won the state championship twice. They got to the finals 3 years in a row. Those great Anna teams. They won in 2011 and 13. Or Fort Loramie, they won in 2013 also, and also in 15. They had a stretch there. They won 5. They went to the state 5 of 6 years. But it's been 3 years for them. They're itching to get back there, and they got a lot of work ahead.
Both free throws knocked down by Kiplin Rowland. She's checked out with exactly 2 minutes remaining in the ball game.
She leaves with 7 points, Barhorse with 10, Ambus with 2. That's all the players that have scored for Anna.
Here's Imwally, swings it around the perimeter for Fort Loramie. Back to Imwally, and Loramie staying in their offense, trying to continue to work. Anna as well defensively has been solid here all afternoon. As we got a foul called by the Rockets will lead us to a 1-and-1. Not sure if that's going to have 41 on our roster. JV roster shows Allison Schmidtmeyer for Fort Loramie. She steps to the line for a 1-and-1. First one is off the mark. Gathered by the Rockets.
Anna's going to go be 10-2 on this season. The Shelby County League will fall to 15-4.
Shot there by Toller off the mark. Rebound gathered by Loramie and quickly brought across half court. Minute 5 remaining. On our First National Bank scoreboard, it has been all Fort Loramie, 57-19. As Davis mentioned, Loramie has knocked down multiple threes, and right on cue, Imwally shot off the mark. They were, I know, above or right at 50% in the first half.
This will be the 15th straight win for Fort Loramie, now 19-1, 11-0 in the Shelby County League. They play at Botkins to wrap up league play on Thursday, and then they finish out the season at Marion Local on the 12th. We'll have that game on NKTelco Sports.
Anna working it around, 3-ball blocked by Corinne Heitkamp, and then she turns around and scoops it up. She'll run the break, gives it up to Riley Heitkamp off the glass and in. The final 15 seconds of our ball game as Anna brings it across the timeline, trailing now by 40. And trying to get the last bucket here, I believe, of the ball game. Swinging around the perimeter, down to 3-2. Landis, not sure she sees the clock. And there is the final buzzer, and Loramie comes away victorious, 59-19. We will take a quick break, back with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital. with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at BowlerStore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside BowlerStore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out BowlerStore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
Back to Fort Loramie High School, the Redskins victorious over Anna 59-19. With our final stats, here's Mr. Dave Kanapke.
Thanks, Greg. We looked at the team numbers, and as you would expect, all Fort Loramie field goals. They were 20 of 45 compared to Anna 7 of 8. Big difference is the threes, 10 of 20 for Fort Loramie, 0 of 8 for Anna. Fort Loramie got to the free throw line much more, 9 of 14 compared to 3 of 4. Rebounding 26 to 17, and another stats turnover 17 to 7. A lot of those turnovers were turned into layups for Fort Loramie. Really turned the tide in there for the victorious Fort Loramie Redskins. They've had 10 different players scored, led by Kennedy Gephardt with 14 points, Taylor Rotterman with 13, Kenzie Holscher with 8, Jaden Putoff with 7, Corinne Heitkamp and Macy Imwally both with 5. Riley Heitkamp, Marissa Myron with 2. Caitlin Gasson with 1. Also Dana Rose with 2. Anna only had 3 different players scored. Lauren Barhorse with 10. Kip Rowland with 7. Michaela Ambus with 2. So Greg, it's one of those games that if you're Anna, you burn the film. Don't need to watch that.
Yeah, right.
It just wasn't their day. They've had a great season. It just hasn't worked there. Fort Loramie is on fire, hitting those 10 threes, getting their typical contributions from everybody in that deep bench, and just played sound on offense and defense. They are just rolling as we hit towards tournament time.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they've won multiple 15 games in a row, I think, and they've played some great competition. Anna played them very well the first time. I don't know a better way to say it. Like you said, they're just really, really playing well right now in every aspect of the game. If they're shooting from the outside, I don't know how you beat them. Like they've got good size, they're fast, they defend very well, they pass really well. I think that might be the most impressive part. You look at their stats, and there are easily several girls on this team that could be 12, 13, 15-point scorers, yes. And none of them are, because they make the right play. They give the ball up when the opportunity is there. And if they're open, they shoot. But if they're not open, their teammate is, they give the ball up as well.
You're right. They're taking the right shot. Right. They're not just taking, nobody's looking for their shot or it's my turn to score. They are taking the right, very unselfish, and that's hard to play, hard to do when you have so many players in there and they all want to contribute, but they really all have the team in mind, and that is just so important. And you see that year in, year out for Fort Loramie, and that's a big reason for their success.
Coach Siegel's got them playing at the right time. They are doing really good, so that'll lead us into our player of the game, and that player of the game for Fort Loramie is Kennedy Gephardt.
The junior had 10 points in the first quarter, and that just really, she had 10 of the 15 points for Fort Loramie. Had 3 threes in the afternoon, finished with 14. She had the big spark that really just got that opening advantage for Fort Loramie. So congratulations to our player of the game, Kennedy Gephardt.
And that's going to do it for us here at NKTelco. I'd like to thank our director, Bryce Hamrick, his assistant, Ian Bolheimer, our camera person, Patrick Toller, my partner, Dave Kanapke. I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great day.